Hi guys, so I just shuffled up my cards and I actually just practiced it a little bit more, so I'm definitely going to be recording my hands soon again. Anyways, Father, God, Holy Spirit, angels, and ancestors, please join me so I can deliver these two messages to my fellow Pisces, my divine feminine and my divine masculine Pisces. Father, God, Holy Spirit, and ancestors, please join me as I deliver these two messages to my fellow Pisces, my divine feminine and my divine masculine. I'll be pulling one card from the top and one card from the bottom. Okay, I'm going to shuffle this up about 2 more times, and then I'm going to be pulling your guys' cards. And remember, this is just an oracle reading, general oracle reading, so please don't take it too personal. Don't just listen to what I say and run off with it. I am not your God, but God is within me, and these are the messages that I'm being channeled to deliver to somebody who needs to hear this and apply it to their own personal situation and develop their own perspective from the messages that I'm delivering. Okay, hold on. I'm going to shuffle this one more time. Alright, here we go. Alright, so here we go. The two messages that I have are ecstasy and growth. Here. I'm going to be reading this one first and this one second. Okay, so I'm going to read the little poem that it comes with first, and then I'm going to read the meaning of the card. Okay, so it says, when I awakened and I arose out of swirling, seething chaos, seeing no other way to express the sheer delight, the wild exhilaration, the explosion of energy, I began to dance my exuberance, that feeling of floating on a sea, of rapturous joy, lost and transported in the intensity of ecstasy. Okay, so Urinome, I believe that's how I pronounce it, dances into your life to tell you it is time for ecstasy. Ecstasy is here for you in all its fullness, exuberance, and rapture. How can you give yourself ecstasy, that deeply nourishing, intensely joyful place? One way is by healing the wounded parts of yourself. Your wounded parts take up emotional space within you. Once healed, the space they previously occupied becomes available for ecstasy. The more space within, the more room for ecstasy. Another road to ecstasy is to open it, to give yourself permission to call it in, feel it, and reveal in it. For those of us who have experienced little joy in our lives, the conscious decision to court, seduce, and entice ecstasy ensures it will come. Urinome says that when you make the decision to dance with ecstasy, all life challenges you with opportunities to facilitate that dance. Okay, so this card is pretty much asking, I believe, in my opinion, that what is it that you're doing to kind of create your own space of, like, what is your happy place? And it shouldn't be like another person, like within yourself. Like, what can you do to make you feel like you are in your happy place? And the reason why I ask is because if you can't create your own place of pleasure and it's like high intensity, like you don't mind like not going out to do this type of stuff. Like, how can I explain this in a different way too? I guess as well, like, you know how let's say you work all week, okay, and you're tired or whatever, but you're not tired, but like let's say you just work all week, okay, and you make plans to do something with your boyfriend Friday night once you get off. Then you hang out with the girls on Saturday, and then on Sunday, hang out with your boyfriend again, I guess. Or you go to the grocery store and you gotta clean and all this stuff, right? So what day of the week are you taking to create a space for yourself, to create your own pleasure and your own happiness? So that way you're not always relying on like external and material things to provide that feeling for you. Because I feel like if you can't reach this frequency within yourself, you're not going to be able to really feel that with anybody else. I feel like you have to literally radiate the type of energy that you want to attract, because if you can't, you just, sometimes you're just going to attract something that won't make you feel this way. Like, at first it may feel that way, but it may just end up eventually being a temporary feeling, because if you lose that external thing, maybe if it was like a relationship, a friendship, a family member, a job, you know what I'm saying, and you break something, like your happiness, that place is gone. You need to know how to create that happy place within yourself, which can include like, just turning off your phone and taking time to yourself. And I feel like everybody, especially now, needs to learn how to take that time and do that within themselves, because if they don't really figure that out, you're always going to be like looking for something instead of letting it come to you. So instead of you ever feeling like this way on your own, you're just like, sometimes too, like you have to ask yourself, are you putting on an act? Because I feel like sometimes too, there's people I see who typically like to put on a show. So they're like, oh yeah, I feel this certain way about myself, I feel this certain way about life, oh, this is how life is for me, da 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 da. But reality is that they know that's not true, and they just choose to like ignore that side of themselves and to like ignore that work and that inner healing, and then they try to make people believe it, and they try to convince themselves, and how they get that validation and feeling is by getting that approval from other people. So like, let's say you see somebody who doesn't ever do this stuff in their regular life, but they're posting about it like they do on social media. Well, they just want people to validate that for them, so that way they can feel that way about themselves. My bad. I've been having such a hard time talking like all day today. I've been messing up at work. I was on the phone like word vomit. It was really embarrassing. So yeah. Anyways, I don't know. I feel like somebody needs to take some time to find that happy place within themselves without feeling like they need to be around people. And, maybe put the phone down. Take a break from social media. Dive into your craft. Try to dive into yourself and feel good. Do something. Make yourself feel in ecstasy. You know what I'm saying? This can recall for a lot of self-love, self-care, and self-pleasure. Go crazy. Okay, it's quarantine, so realistically, what we need to be doing is breaking soul ties, and we need to be, taking care of ourselves, like looking into ourselves, like asking ourselves, like, what do we like? How do I know, do I like this? Why do I like this? Like, get deep with it. You know what I'm saying? For my divine feminine women, this can mean so many things. Some of y'all are lacking taking care of the inner, but y'all taking care of the outer. And that's great, because once you take care of the outer, you're gonna feel good in the inner. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not taking care of the inner more, a little bit more, especially than the outer, you know, you always going to be like one step behind, because you need to have this together. Like, you have to get your mental right, or it don't matter how you look. Like, people will not take you serious, and people will not respect you. And you deserve all the respect in the world, and that's why I'm telling you that you should, you know, work on it. Journal more. Start learning how to be more vulnerable. It doesn't have to be a public thing. It really doesn't. It's just like, learn how to be vulnerable with yourself and be honest about it, and don't be ashamed about it. And I mean, it's really not that hard. And if it, I mean, it is hard. I used to kind of struggle with that, to be honest. Sorry. Okay, so sorry about that. But yeah, I used to struggle with that myself, and I started just working on being more feminine. I was like very in my masculine energy for a long time, and it was because I was going through a lot of stuff at a young age, so I always had to just like be like, I don't know, just I always had to be more of my masculine energy. And if you study into that, you kind of know what I mean. I'll go more in depth about the difference between feminine and masculine energy and the traits and stuff like that. It's not more about being like more guyish or more girlish. It's like, you know, just different characteristics, I would say. But, and it's different energies, of course. But masculine is always more like, just like, you know, have to be so, I want to say like mean, but like just like a little bit more, I don't know, guarded, and like, I don't know, like it was just like very like tough for me to like grow up and stuff sometimes, because it was just like I had to be in my masculine energy a lot. So anytime I really wanted to get in my feminine energy, it was really hard, because I used to be ashamed of it, and I used to like be embarrassed to express it. But now I really don't care, and now like it feels really good, because it's just like I feel like I've released a lot of shit, and it's just like I don't have to carry that on my chest all the time. I mean, I be feeling random like little anxiety though here and there, and I don't know, I've been doing research. I guess that's part of like the ascension. I'm not sure. Like, I've been very cold, like hella cold. I don't know why I'm so cold, but I've been really cold. I think I'm low on iron. I don't know what's going on, but I've been trying to figure it out. I just, as soon as I actually thought about, like, I literally thought about it, I didn't talk about it, because I know sometimes our phones, they be tapping in, they be trying to, you know what I'm saying, line up stuff for us or whatever. I don't want the government trying to like uncle me. I don't know. But anyways, like, I was thinking about it, and then tell me why though. I go on Instagram, and this one account I follow, they was like, they posted a picture of why people been feeling cold lately, if you've been feeling really cold. And yes, it's winter time, yes, Christmas around the corner, whatever, but it's like, I live in the desert, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really like, come on now. I've been feeling more cold than usual, and I don't like it. But you know what I'm saying? It may be a sign. So I'm not mad about it. It's just I don't like it, because now I'm used to warm. So yeah. But anyways, I got off topic, sorry. But yeah, you feel me? Get with it. Get with it. Get with it. Get with it. If you want to do research on her, this is it. Okay. Next card. We're gonna look at the next card. Alright, let's get it. Okay. Growth. Hold on. Let's get with it. Okay. I am the movement toward becoming, expanding, enhancing, the impulse deep within all being to develop, evolve, press onward to fulfill all that is possible.
Powering off.
Sorry. Okay. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Eostre, I think Eostre comes into your life with her springtime message of personal growth. It is time to open to things in your life that facilitate growth, development, and evolution. Is there a class or workshop you've been wondering if you should take? Do it now. Is there something anew that you want to include in your life? Let it in now. Have you just gone through a period of stagnation and lethargy or lethargy where nothing seemed to be happening? Let it go. Now's the time of growth. Estre says, that wholeness is nurtured when you embrace experiences, risks, and occasions that cause you to stretch. The stretching promotes your growth. So, I feel like this low-key message for everybody at this time. I low-key can feel it. I feel like this is time, like I said. So, these kind of go hand in hand. These are both low-key in the same energy. These are actually like two positive things. It's just like our goddesses are trying to tell us, in the collective, that we need to be taking more time to find our happy place, and that way we can remain in that happy place, so that way we can stop being like stagnant and we can grow, instead of like being so like you just how do I say it? Like, if you're somebody who catches yourself, if you're somebody who catches yourself like you realize, oh, I'm doing good while I'm single, I'm doing good. But then as soon as somebody comes your way, you're so fast to hop into that, okay? And then you hop into that, and you're like, oh, I'm happy, so why not, include somebody, I don't know, and or maybe that you're really not that happy alone, and you're finally super happy that somebody comes your way. So it's like you let them in, then you stagnate your own growth because you're using your energy to focus on somebody else, and you're pouring that energy into them instead of yourself and your own craft and to your own personal care and finding your own personal happy place, so that way you can have that bubble and have that privacy, so that way you don't have to always like get so close to everybody. Like, it's like kind of a gift to be able to be admired but to not be connected to so many people, I feel like, because that means that it's less people in your business, it's less people that you have to really like worry about I don't know, really caring for, in a sense where not caring about people, but for me, I don't get close to a lot of people because I personally don't really how can I explain it? Like, I feel like past experiences taught me a lot about picking and choosing who you get close with. And I'm actually very glad that I went through those lessons, because if I didn't, I would probably still be breaking boundaries that I have put up for myself now. Like, I feel like I have like leveled up a lot of my standards, and it's not that I have expectations from people. It's just I am starting to learn that I have not high expectations, my bad, I just said that I didn't, more like high standards. Like, for me, like, I don't know, there's like just a lot of like little stupid stuff that I used to like really like go over, like, and I just used to be like, oh, whatever. But it's like nowadays, like, it's not that I press people about it, but it's just like, if you do something I don't like, I would just simply cut you off, because I just feel like I'm somebody who's so used to like putting up with people's nonsense, and then people get comfortable, and then I wonder why I always feel like people are devaluing me. And it's because I feel like the moment that somebody shows you something about themselves, okay, because I'm somebody who reads energy very well, so regardless, like, I feel like let's say like if you have your third eye open, you already know what I'm talking. You already know what I'm talking about. When you can just see right through shit, and sometimes you can even channel certain things about people that, you know what I'm saying? You can have visions. Some people have visions. Some people have dreams. Some people just get the signs, and it's just like when you're connected with yourself, you can your higher self will tell you and let you know what's best for you and what's not best for you. So you shouldn't ignore that. You should get in touch with it and get close to it. So that way you can go based off your own judgment and actually be confident in it and not feel bad for making certain decisions. You shouldn't feel guilty. You shouldn't feel upset. You shouldn't always doubt yourself. You should be able to connect with that higher version of yourself and make decisions, feel confident in the decisions that you make, and know that even if other people don't agree with it, all that matters is that you have your own validation. And that's what really matters. It doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, you shouldn't be getting too close to people to where their decisions validate a decision that you make. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you should always feel at your top, like at your highest within your connection within yourself, so that way when you get into a situation, you don't have to get ready because you already are. So I'm just saying, like, it's time for some of us and some of y'all to really just, everybody, to just take some time to be lonely and be personal with yourself and like love yourself, find out what you like, you know, explore new things. You know, there's so many things that you could do. And you don't have to cut off all your friends and stuff and all your whatever you got going on. It's just like start learning what's best for you and just kind of do that more. Prioritize that more. Like, you know, I see a lot of people still going out and stuff, and I'm just like, why are you going out? There's so much money you could be saving right now. And I wanted to talk because, honey, I went out for like 1 month or two, and because I was like, oh my God. But then I realized, like, oh no. So I went back to staying home. Like, I stayed home from like March to like May. Then I was going out from like May to like July, maybe, because I was like, it's summer, and also like I wasn't working at the time because I had some other stuff going on. So it was just like, all right, like, I'm just gonna live life, I guess, for a minute. So, but then I went right back to staying home and stuff because it was just like, I don't got time for this. And I had a lot of like self working and shadow working that I had to do. So, and I had to do because I felt it. Like, I would stay up all night, like working on shadow work, like just doing a lot. So I'm just saying, like, if you care about yourself and you prioritize your own evolve or evolution, I would say, and if you support yourself and you know that you want to grow into something better, you'll take the time, you'll find the time to put this energy into yourself, and you'll do it. And by the time you do this for yourself and start making yourself feel this way, you'll get here. You're going to grow. That's the next step. If you're wondering what you need to do next, this is it. And once you do this, this will happen. And you're going to look like a pretty little princess with your reward. Because a unicorn, I feel like, is a reward. Look at this. She connected to something. She attracted something beautiful because she made herself beautiful. You feel me? See? When you take the time to make yourself feel this way, it's called the butterfly effect. So what you put out there is what you're going to get back. So if you make yourself feel this way, if you do these certain type of things for yourself, it's going to come back around after, you know, you take some time to actually dedicate it. You know, it's not like a 1 week thing. Like, it's a process. But once, you know, you get through that process from a certain amount of time, depending on how strong your manifestation skills, I would say, you'll attract it back. And what will happen is you'll have to grow from it first. You have to really go through the process. You have to, like, graduate this level. Like you're on the next level. Like now you got to start doing your self-care, your real shadow work, your real all of that. Find out what you want, figure out a plan, start getting shit popping. But then you'll grow. You're gonna grow. So you're gonna, like, you're on this stair, right? And once you finish, you're gonna go up one more stair, and that's your growth. And then, you know, you're gonna retrieve a reward from that. Because every time, I feel like anytime you level up, you reward yourself, and God rewards you as well. Because every time you level up, you're always in a new and probably better position. So if you create a plan to level up, and then you start really doing and working on it, and not just like putting it off and stagnating yourself, and you really just put your mind on that, you're going to make yourself grow and evolve. And then God's going to see like, oh, okay, you're doing the work. You're going to get more in alignment. You're going to know more what you need to do. It's just going to be like, and it's going to just eventually, right before your eyes, it's going to happen. And next thing you know, you see that the reality that you started to make yourself believe that you're in already is actually, you're sowing your thoughts about it and making it happen, that next thing you know, just like this, you look around you and everything's around you. And sometimes, like, you can just attract, like, you can just manifest stuff like that. Like, I don't know, I haven't really met people, but I've seen videos. I'm not sure if these people are honest about it all the time, but I've seen a lot of videos where people like manifest stuff like that. They're like manifesting opportunities, they manifesting money, girlfriends, boyfriends. I don't know what they out here doing, but like, I have not gone to that level yet. Like, I've manifested certain situations, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know, I feel like I really did manifest my apartment, because the way that everything happened, it was like crazy, but it was just like, it was so weird. Like, it was like, I have to make a video about it, because there's a few things that I feel like I've manifested into my life, and I'm working on some of my current manifestations right now, and just connecting with spirit. And once it comes, that's when I feel like I'll really drop a video, because that's how I'll know, like, wow, like, I really did just make this happen. And it's not that I don't believe it, I believe it right now, but once it really happens, I'm going to show everybody, like, I told y'all, this is real, okay? I ain't tripping, you feel me? So I'm telling you, because I'm pretty sure I'm telling y'all, I got like a couple things I got on there that I'm finna talk about the next time. And, you know, y'all gonna be like, girl, you crazy. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I know. But yeah, those were, y'all, 2 messages. I hope that this reached to somebody's heart, somebody's soul, something. Whoever needed to hear this, I am happy to be here for you, to give you some you know, advice, some channeled messages, my perspective, some personal experiences of mine. I love to be of service, and that's not even me being sarcastic. I really do. I love doing this, and if I could just like do this for a living, I really would. I feel like this is really like enjoyable for me, and I'm really happy to be doing this, and I really am excited to get some tarot cards and try to do that as well. But this is really fun for right now for me, so I want to kind of like practice this to get to know my deck, because it's the first deck I ever got, and I never really got into it like this, so I'm excited to share this with you all. I do appreciate you for tuning in to the first message video. Please like, share, and subscribe, so that way, you know, you can branch this information out to other people, so that way everybody can be a part of the club, everybody can be a part of the family, everybody can be a part of this, or the posse. You know what I'm saying? We walking through, people gonna see us. You know what I'm talking about? People gonna see us because we all linking up. we all linking up. If you resonating with some of this stuff, we all finna start coming together. And it's gonna be so crazy because then y'all gonna be like, Deja, like you was right. That's crazy. I'll be like, yeah, I know. You don't know this because he did this. And if you watch my last video, you'll know why I'm using this one. So yeah, and no, I'm not married. I just think it's cute on this hand, but it's also cute on this hand too. It's really because like my fingers are like low-key like weird. Like they not like all the same size I feel like they should be. Like they low-key, I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, this is cute too. So yeah, whatever. Sorry. You know what, guys? This is what I also wanted to show you. This is the other one. I had this surrounding the deck. I love these two. And then I also have this one. I also have this one. And don't pay attention to the green. I have to change this this little thing on here. Stain my finger. I got these two as well. And this one. So yeah. I really loved these ones. I had like known the name and the meaning of them when I got them, but then honestly, I'll be honest with you guys, I kind of forgot a couple of them, so I have to do some notes taking this weekend so that way I can actually go into depth about these, because I remember my experiences when I went to the spiritual store and got these, and I kind of want to share that. Like I want to do like a vlog the next time I go, so that way you guys can kind of see, you know, how because it's so cute, because it was small at first but then they rebuilt it, so now it's a 2-story store and it's so cute, and I'm just so happy for them. And they gave me 2 free incense the last time I went in there, and it was really nice. So yeah.